Hi everyone, Alex from Summerhill here, just with a quick video update. Today's update covers some compliance changes to provide some further context regarding two matters. One, communications you may have received from various product providers about updates to their disclosure documents. And two, changes to our client service policy procedure. To the first point, many of you may have received an email from various product providers regarding a product update that applies from October. We can confirm that no action is required by you and there are no major changes to the financial products we manage on your behalf. The product update primarily covers some new compliance disclosure obligations for financial product providers. From October, new design and distribution obligations commence. These obligations are intended to help consumers obtain appropriate financial products by requiring the product provider to have a really consumer-centric approach to how they go about designing and distributing their products. Now at Summerhill, we provide personal financial advice, which is subject to what's called best interest duty instead of these design and distribution obligation rules, meaning that any product or strategy we recommend must be in the best interest of our client. There will be additional compliance obligations imposed on us regarding these design and distribution obligations, but this all comes back down to ensuring that any advice we provide is always in the best interest of our clients. We will contact you directly though if any of these changes in compliance requirements impacts your financial strategy. Now, in regards to some changes to our client service policy procedure, as you're aware, at Summerhill we review your advice, service and fees on an annual basis, and we would contact you every 12 months to advise any changes to the service or fees before renewing the service for another 12-month period by mutual agreement. We have been using annual fee agreements for many years and we will continue to do so. However, legislative changes which commence from July now require Australian financial service licensee holders like Summerhill to obtain your written consent every year if fees are deducted from an investment or a superannuation account. The purpose of these changes and consent requirements are simply to ensure that people are aware of and agree to the advice fees being deducted from their accounts. So going forward, there will be some changes to our processes whereby we contact you each year at the renewal of your Summerhill advice service. And in most cases, there'll be two types of documents we need signed. One being the Summerhill fixed term agreement, and this outlines the services you can expect to receive from us and the associated costs. And two, if applicable anyway, the product provider fee consent form. And this simply provides your consent to the product provider to deduct any fees from that account. We're working with these product providers to streamline the process so that things like physical signatures are not required, just to make it a bit easier for clients, and we'll keep you all updated. Now, on a final note, markets have continued to remain very resilient, and while there's still lots of gloom around regarding the constant lockdowns and the impact they are having on the economy, but more importantly to people's mental health and well-being, there does remain a reasonably strong case for optimism regarding economic growth into 2022. Things like Australia's vaccination rate, although dragging significantly behind other developed countries, it has increased in recent times. Despite the lockdowns, business investment surveys are still pointing to a significant amount of growth in investment this financial year. There appears to still be a high amount of pent-up demand while people are still so restricted. And this will really help drive the recovery when restrictions are eased. Global growth is also likely to remain strong, and low interest rates and high levels of stimulus are still proving to be quite beneficial for markets. So that's it from us for today. As always, we would appreciate your feedback on any content that you'd like to see in the community. Thanks.